Hi, hello, welcome everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Learn Science with Saran. In today's class, we are going to cover the topic which is known as Human Eye and the Colorful World from the Physics Class 10 CBSE. Now, listen here, when we are talking about our human eye, it is the most sensitive organ in the entire human body. Okay. Now, here you can able to see lot of parts, but no need of studying all the parts. There are some important parts which is very important, which is asked frequently in your board examination. Okay, here the first layer is called as cornea. It is the outermost and transparent layer of the human eye, and the innermost layer of the human eye is called as retina. I repeat it again. The outermost layer of the human eye, which is transparent, it is called as cornea. This is the innermost layer of the human eye. It is called as retina. The next layer, what is the next layer? Liquid-like substance is called as aqueous humor. This liquid substance is called as aqueous humor. And then you can able to see a feather-like structure here. This blue feather-like structure is called as iris. After that, you can able to see a black dot. This black dot represents the pupil. It is commonly known as the window of the human eye, or it is the opening of the human eye. After that, here you can able to see a lens. What type of lens is this? It is a convex lens. It is a convex lens. And then these lenses are connected with a hand-like structure. This hand-like structure is called as ciliary muscles or ciliary body. Ciliary muscles or ciliary body. Okay. And the next one. Here you can able to see a big bag-like structure. It is completely filled with proteins, vitamins, and then substance. Okay, this jelly-like substance is called as vitreous humor. This jelly-like substance is called as vitreous humor. The eyeball gets shaped with the help of this vitreous humor. Our eyeball gets shaped with the help of this vitreous humor. Okay, I tell you again, just listen. The first layer, outermost layer is called as cornea. After that, the water fluid substance is called as aqueous humor. After that, you can able to see something called as feather-like structure. This feather-like structure represents the iris of the human eye. Okay, and then this black substance represents the pupil. It is the opening of the human eye, and then this lens is made up of jelly-like substance. Okay, it is made up of jelly-like substance. It is a convex lens, or it is also known as eyepiece lens or crystalline lens. Okay, these lenses are connected with the human eye with the ant-like structure. This ant-like structure is called as ciliary muscles or ciliary body. And then the innermost layer of the human eye is called as retina. Here you can able to see a jelly-like substance which gives shape to the eye. This jelly-like substance is responsible for giving the shape to the human eye. Okay, it is called as vitreous humor. When we are talking about this, there are two humors. One is aqueous humor, which is the second layer, and then the jelly-like substance which gives shape to the human eye is called as vitreous humor. Okay, and then these entire system is connected by a nerve to the brain. This nerve is called as optic nerve. For example, we are connecting our laptop and the mobile phone with the help of data cable, right? Like that, this is our laptop. Our brain is like our system, and then our eye is like a mobile phone. Okay, we are just going to connect our mobile phone and laptop together with the help of cable. This cable is an example. This cable is the optic nerve. Optic nerve is the cable here. Okay, shall we go for the next one now? Parts of the human eye. I told you, right, the first part is cornea. What is the meaning of cornea? I told you that cornea is the outermost layer or transparent layer of the human eye. Okay, and then lens. What type of lens is in human eye? In our human eye, there is a lens. It is a convex lens. It is a convex lens. What is the property of convex lens? The image formed by a convex lens is always real and inverted. Real and inverted. And what is the main property? It converges the light. All the light rays will fall on the eye. After that, it converts all the light and it focuses on one point. It is called as converging. Okay. So to be simple, our lens is made up of fibrous and jelly materials. And what type of lens we are using? Convex lens. What is the property of that lens? Converging. The second one is the image formed by the convex lens is real and inverted. Okay. Next one, iris. What is the meaning of iris? Iris is nothing but, I told you, it is a feather-like structure in the human eye. It controls the size of the pupil. Iris is the system, or iris is the thing which controls the size of the pupil. I told you that what is the meaning of pupil? Pupil is like a opening, it is like a black hole. It absorbs all the light, okay? So to be simple, it is the window of the human eye. It controls the amount of light entering into the eye. It controls the amount of light entering into the eye. Okay, the next one, retina. What is the meaning of retina? Retina is the innermost layer of the human eye. When we are talking about retina, it consists of rods and cone cells. Our retina consists of rods and cone cells. How many? 7 million rods and cone cells are present inside the retina. Okay. The next one, ciliary muscles. What is the meaning of ciliary muscles? I told you that our eye lens is fixed here. It is hanging there with the help of an. These ant-like structure is called as ciliary muscles or ciliary body. It helps in change in the shape and size of the eye lens. So like contraction and relaxation of the muscles. It helps in the contraction and relaxation of the eye lens. Okay, ciliary muscles are helpful in contraction or relaxation of the eye lens. What is the meaning of optic nerve? Here you can able to see that optic nerve. What is the meaning of optic nerve? Optic nerve is nothing but it is a simple thing. It is like a cable which connects the eye and the brain. It is like a cable which connects the eye and the brain. To be simple, how we are seeing the image? We are seeing the entire earth or entire atmosphere like photo. We are just going to capture all the images. Okay, we are just going to capture all the images. All the images are converted into data. All the images are converted into data. These data are transferred through the optic nerve to the brain. Again, the brain is going to process all the data. It is going to convert the data into 3D visual images. I repeat it again. We are seeing everything in the form of photos, in the form of pictures, images, photos. Okay. All the photos or all the images are converted into data. These data are transferred to the brain by using this optic nerve. After that, the brain is going to capture, it is going to process all the data. After that, it is going to convert the data into 3D visual images. I think you can able to understand, right? Again, what are the parts of human eye? The first one is cornea. After one, aqueous humor. After that, iris. After that, what? Yes, you're correct. The first one is cornea, aqueous humor. The next one is iris, pupil. The next one is lens, ciliary muscles or ciliary body. Okay. After that, which gives the shape to the eyeball? Yes. Vitreous humor gives the shape to the eyeball. Vitreous humor gives the shape to the eyeball. After that, the innermost layer of the eye is called as retina. What is the outermost layer of the eye? It is cornea. Okay. Now we are moving to the important points like key points. These are the important key points in this chapter. Okay. What is the meaning of far point? What is the meaning of near point? There is two terms are there. What is the meaning of far point? What is the meaning of near point? Okay. Now, the maximum distance at which the object can be seen clearly is a far point of the eye. Someone is standing there. We are sitting here. Someone is standing there. We can able to see the people there. We can't able to We can't able to identify who is standing there, but we can able to see that a boy or a girl who is standing there. Okay, how is it possible? This is called as far point. What is the value of far point? It is infinity. The value of far point is infinity. To be simple, the distance between the object and the eye is infinity. The distance between the object and the eye is infinity. It is called as far point. Okay, the next one, near point. What is the value of near point? Same. The distance between the eye and the object is within 25 centimeter or within 25 centimeter. To be simple, it is the minimum distance. It is the minimum distance. Near point is nothing but the distance between the human eye and the object. It is called as near point. So what is the value of near point? 25 centimeter. Now it's time for the key points. What is the meaning of far point? Far point means infinity. What is the value of near point? Near point is 25 centimeter. Now, most important thing is known as accommodation of human eye. What is the meaning of accommodation of human eye? To be simple, the ability to adjust the focal length of the human eye is called as accommodation of eye lens. Okay, I will repeat it again. The ability to adjust the focal length of the lens is called as accommodation of human eye. Okay, now how is it possible? How it is working? By seeing the diagram, we can able to say that. I told you that the first layer is called as the cornea, and then our eye lens is here. We can able to see some difference between this one and this one. This is the relaxed eye that is during the accommodation. So there is a bulge in the lens. Here it is common, but here it is bulged. Why? What's the reason? I told you that ciliary muscles or ciliary body are nothing but it is the ant. This is going to capture the lens. Okay, it is going to capture the lens. I'm just going to keep the lens from top and bottom. There is a ant. It is going to keep the lens in the center. Okay, so when the ciliary muscles are relaxed, when the ciliary muscles are relaxed, the lens become thin. The lens become thin. Here in the first diagram, we can able to see that the lens is thin. Here the lens is bulged. Okay. Thus, when the lens is thin, focal length increases. If we are going to have a thin lens means the focal length of the object is increased. The focal length of the lens is increased. Okay. Thin lens means focal length increases. So relaxed eye. The next one. When the ciliary muscles contract, what is the meaning of contract? Compression is called as contraction. So the increase in the curvature of the eye lens, there will be an increase in the curvature of the eye lens. Okay. So it becomes thicker. When the eye is relaxed means the lens will be thin. When it is contracted or when it is compressed means it will be thicker. Okay. If it is thin, focal length increases. If it is thick, focal length decreases. That's all. This is called as accommodation of human eye. Can you able to understand? Now it's the time for key points. What are the key points in the accommodation of human eye? What is the first one? What is the meaning of accommodation of human eye? The ability to adjust the focal length of the human eye is called as accommodation of eye lens or accommodation of human eye. Okay. Now, what are the points included? If contraction takes place, the eye lens becomes thicker. Contraction happens, lens will become thicker. Contraction, lens becomes thicker, and then focal length decreases. Next, relaxation happens, lens become thin, focal length increases. Okay, just remember one thing, then write the opposite thing for the second one. Okay, now we are moving to the defects of the vision under correction. What are the defects? Now, when we are talking about the defects, there are four major defects in the human eye. What are they? How to identify? How to remember? Okay. Now, what are the major defects? First one is myopia or else nearsightedness. The next one is hypermetropia or farsightedness. The third one is presbyopia. The third one is presbyopia. Okay. The fourth one is cataract. What is the fourth one? Cataract. Now we are going to see clearly about one by one. Okay. Now, here you can able to see a girl. This is myopic vision. It is like a portrait image. This is like a normal image. Okay. So this is myopic vision. This one is corrected vision. What is the meaning of myopia? Myopia is also known as nearsightedness. Myopia is nothing but it is also known as nearsightedness. I can able to see the nearby objects clearly, but I can't able to see the far objects. Okay, what is the reason for myopia? If something has happened to your eyes, you're getting some defects, right? What is the reason for myopia? Excessive curvature of the eye lens. Your eye lens, excessive curvature of the eye lens and elongation of the eyeball. Elongation of the eyeball. Eyeball will be bulged. Eyeball will be bulged. So if you are suffering from myopia, these are the two reasons. What are they? Excessive curvature of the eye lens and elongation of the eyeball. These are the two reasons. Okay. Then how to correct this defect? How? By using concave lens of suitable power or appropriate power. Okay. How to correct the myopia? By using concave lens of suitable power or appropriate power. Okay. When we are talking about myopia, what is the first point? Myopia is also known as nearsightedness. Okay. Then we can able to see the near objects clearly. The third point, what are the reasons? Excessive curvature of the eye lens, elongation of the eyeball. These are the two reasons. Okay. Now, how to correct myopic vision? By using concave lens of suitable power or appropriate power. Okay. Now we are moving to the next one, hypermetropia. What is the meaning of hypermetropia? Here you can able to see a grandma is sitting here. She can't able to see the newspaper words or words in the newspaper. Why? What will be the problem? We'll see. Now, this problem is called as farsightedness. That means I can able to see the far objects clearly, but I can't able to see the nearby objects. I can able to see the far objects clearly, but I can't able to see the nearby objects. It is called as hypermetropia. Okay. Now, what is the reason for hypermetropia? The first one is focal length of the eye lens is too long. Focal length of the eye lens is too long and the eyeball is too small. The eyeball is too small. Focal length is too long. Eyeball is too small. These are the reasons for hypermetropic vision. Okay. Now, how to correct the hypermetropic vision? By using convex lens of suitable power. How to correct it? By using convex lens of suitable power. Okay. Now, it's a time for key points. What is the meaning of hypermetropia? It is also known as farsightedness. I can able to see the far objects clearly. Third one, reason. Focal length is too long, eyeball is too short. Fourth one, how to correct hypermetropic vision? By using convex lens of suitable power. Okay. Now we are moving to the presbyopia. What is the meaning of presbyopia? If a person is suffering from both the problems, if a person is suffering from hypermetropia and myopia, it is coming under the term which is known as presbyopia. Okay. When it is causing, what is the reason? When it is causing, what is the reason? The reason is aging. Okay. When it happens? Due to the aging and weakening of the ciliary muscles. Okay. Okay. How to correct the presbyopia? By using bifocal lens, we can able to correct the presbyopia. By using bifocal lens, we can able to correct the presbyopia. It's time for the key points. How to write it? What is the meaning of presbyopia? If a person is suffering from both myopia and hypermetropia, it is called as presbyopia. What is the second point? What is the reason for presbyopic vision? First one is due to aging. The second one is weakening of the ciliary muscles or ciliary body, because contraction and relaxation of the muscle takes place simultaneously and frequently. So what will happen? Weakening of the ciliary muscles will take place. How to correct the presbyopia? By using bifocal lens. Okay. The last defect, now it is called as cataract. What is the meaning of cataract? How to correct it? Okay. Now, what is the first layer of the human eye? Yes, it is cornea. Cornea is the outermost and transparent layer of the human eye. Due to the aging, a milky and cloudy substance will form on the outer layer of the human eye. A white, milky and cloudy substance will form on the outer layer of the human eye. It is called as cataract. This condition is called as cataract. If we are not going to treat cataract, means what will happen? It results to the loss of vision. It results to the loss of vision. Okay. How to correct cataract? Yes, by using cataract surgery, we can able to correct the cataract. Okay. Now, key points. What is the meaning of cataract? A white, milky and cloudy substance formed on the outer layer of the human eye is called as cataract. What will happen if we are not going to treat cataract? It refers or it results to the partial or complete loss of the vision. Okay. How to correct cataract? By doing cataract surgery, we can able to correct the cataract. Until this, we have completed the defects of human eye and the parts of human eye. Okay. Tata, bye bye. We'll see you in the next class. Keep going, keep growing. Share the channel, subscribe the channel. Don't forget to click the bell button. Thank you.